House Bill 2791, remarks. Lady from the 18th District, Representative Rivers.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I've long said that small business did not lead us into this down economy, but it can lead us out. It can only lead us out, however, if we don't place more burdens on it. This bill would create a mass exodus of shoppers, folks spending their money in southwestern Washington who come from Oregon to do so. I heard what my good colleague said about how his businesses didn't think it would impact them, but the tax differential is significantly greater when folks in Idaho are already paying 5.5% or so, so a little bit more for them may not be different. But in Oregon, where they're paying zero and they can come across the river and pay zero, then it's a significantly greater savings for them. So I don't think that holds much water. I've heard from businesses all over southwestern Washington, Mr. Speaker, some of them from your district. You know who they are. Vancouver Ford. I also heard my good colleagues say that that auto dealers are going to be exempt from this, and they are, but you know what? The headline isn't going to read, Oregonians pay sales tax, except on cars. So people aren't going to know that. It's going to scare folks away from shopping in our area. You pass it all the time on your way up here, Sagawa Nursery, one of the finest nurseries in southwestern Washington, in Woodland, Washington, about 19 miles north of the border. He called me, George Sagawa called me to tell me that this represents 35% of his business. He's very concerned about his employees, that he's going to have to let them go. So I really want to proceed with caution on this, Mr. Speaker, because I think that we can sometimes make short-sighted decisions. We can all talk about all-day kindergarten and how important it is, and I'm not going to disagree with that. So many merits that you can't even list them all. But for $25 million, where are we going to come up with the rest? For all of our talk, and for this being our solution, it seems just a shade of a solution. We just did the motion picture bill, where we gave a incentive to another industry. So while we're taking incentives away, we're giving incentives, and really it's all a wash. I think we have to make a real effort, a concerted effort. If we decide that all-day K is our priority, then you know what? Let's really make it our priority. Let's really put our heads together and come up with something that's not going to work, or that's going to work and not drive our economy further down the tubes. I urge you to not support this bill. Thank you.